Friday Night Smackdown. Ooh, the new era begins here for WWE Smackdown, and well, just WWE in general, because Finny Mac, of course, if you don't know, he's jobbed it. He's jobbed it. He's retired. It's official. Bang bang. Good night, guys. And it's like, what is going on? Has Finny Mac done this because of the accusations? That's what our money is on. But Stephanie McMahon comes up. We haven't seen Stephanie on TV in what seems like forever. Still looking fairly well at the age of 45. Phenomenal, may I add. Comes out, says that McMahon thanked all of us, but now that it's time to thank him for all of his work. I don't give a shit who you are, right? All these AEW, the smarks, man, they kill you, the territories, man. Whatever, man. Even if you don't like McMahon, McMahon is wrestling. McMahon made wrestling. McMahon did everything for wrestling. So see anyone that doesn't fucking appreciate the guy, deserve fucking shot. Like, legit. That's the bottom line. So yeah, decent enough promo here for Stephanie, but let's see how the new era kicked off. And to be honest, watching this show, would you have thought that Vince McMahon is gone and completely gone from creative control? Obviously, some of the stuff he's put in motion still have a say on this show. I think the complete, like half it, like they'll begin to like bring in their new era after SummerSlam. I do feel that midway, to be honest. But the Usos and Theory batter the Street Profits, and Madcap Moss comes down. We had the Money in the Bank there, he's battering them with, but Brock Lesnar, down. He appeared later on tonight after all those talks of the no show. Of course, we have that match later on, so we'll get to that later. But yeah, did I think Brock was going to no show? Yeah, I actually did, because that whole rumor that if McMahon's gone, I'm gone, I think it's definitely true. I think this will be Brock Lesnar's last match in WWE against Reigns here, last man standing. They'll probably do a way to write him off for good. Hopefully it's a classic. Hopefully the moment where like he can't get up for the 10 count is insane. But yeah, we'll get to the Brock Lesnar stuff later on the show. With Ludwig Kaiser taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. I actually don't mind Kaiser and Walter, but yeah, they win here. Are we supposed to care? Not really, dude. We then have backstage this wee announcer here. What's her name? Can't recall what her name is, but she's like acting like very like she's been let off the leash, almost like the McMahon is gone. I don't know. She just seemed like very like charismatic for some reason, which usually these people backstage are boring and drab as fuck. We'd Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey coming face to face. Ronda Rousey basically hyping up Liv Morgan for about 2 minutes, and then it's like, but I have more passion than you, so come SummerSlam, I'm winning. Alright, is that it? Is that our whack? Sounds like it is. They went and have Happy Corbin jumping the barricade as Pat McAfee and Michael Cole were actually talking about this on commentary. Batters him. Pat McAfee then chases Happy Corbin backstage. They then get split up by like Adam Pearce and his crew. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We then have the Viking Raiders taking on Mahal and that big dude, Shanky, that's his name. The New Day were out there. They were wearing this like hat that was awful. Oh yeah, Vince is done. We're returning to TV 14, and the New Day are still a massive thing. I mean, it's just a bit horrendous, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, the Viking Raiders win via count out. But then we have Nakamura, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre setting up a match for next week. A high stakes Irish Donnybrook match for next week. What the fuck? A high stakes Irish Donnybrook match. I like Sheamus and McIntyre, but I just feel like no one cares about this. Should it not be for the belt or something? Like, who honestly cares about Sheamus's faction here? You know? See, while the Usos are competing against jobbers, could you not have the Usos against the Celtic Connection? Sheamus and McIntyre? You know, but of course, Clash of the Castle's coming up, and McIntyre's going to be facing Reigns at that. Definitely wouldn't be surprised. Lacey Evans comes out. She's doing the Southern Jezebel gimmick, or Belle, the Southern Belle, whatever. Jezebel's what JR would have called her. But yeah, we have this. It's just the same old rehash shit, and then she comes out and hits fucking Alia with a woman's right. I just don't care about Lacey Evans. She's a prettier Beth Phoenix. I'll give her that. We then have Sonya Deville backstage with Adam Pearce. He says, you have a match tonight against Raquel Gonzalez, or Rodriguez, whatever you call her. Rodriguez then basically batters her. Rousey during the break then comes out and like snaps her arm. Don't know what happened during the break, to be honest. We then have the Street Profits and Madcap Moss taking on the Usos and Fury, but the match ends in disqualification because Fury hit Madcap Moss with the briefcase. Out comes Brock and he absolutely buries Fury and hits him with an F5 and all that good stuff. But it's also like, he just came out and hit an F5 and lifted up the Money in the Bank briefcase. I guess this sucks. Like we actually had Brock a few months ago. We actually was in storylines with Reigns and shit. Like the whole like he attacked him backstage and all the different stuff. Like he had the stuff with saying this, just coming out and attacking somebody. It's better than someone else doing it, but a bit weak. But anyway, guys, that's your SmackDown. The new era begins, but it's the same old shit, and we're going to give this a 1 out of 10.